Okay, so this is going to be like a quick little bonus sort of podcasting episode
Yes.
for Halloween, I guess. I
Yeah.
just wanted to talk about an experience I had uh, driving through the Smoky Mountains. So
Yes.
here we go. All right, so I'm going. I'm driving from Virginia to Tennessee. Right, this is like a few months ago, and I stop off in North Carolina and meet up with some friends of mine who do the Creep Geeks podcast, which I've talked about here before. But
Yes.
so I meet up
We
with
should
them.
link to them.
Yeah, always. So I meet up with them, and then we go have some hot dogs in Marion, North Carolina. It's a nice little hot dog joint. Anyway, so they're telling
It's
me
really
about,
cool.
yeah,
Hot dog joints is like this is such a weird
that's
thing.
that's the scariest thing you think of actually is hot dogs. But
I mean, yeah, what the heck is in a hot dog?
you don't want to know. Anyway, uh, start telling me about this Masonic monument because I'm a Mason. So they're telling me about this Masonic monument that just like it's out in the Smoky Mountains National Forest, but it's like off the beaten trail. Like you have to be wanting to go to this place to be able to go to this place, right? So, of course, me being a Mason, I'm interested in it, and it's a monument that was put together by a bunch of different Masons from all different sort of Masonic bodies throughout like the region, Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, yada yada yada. So they all like chipped in to build like this monument. I'm not really sure exactly what it's supposed to be. Um, I'll put it as the cover picture for this episode thing, right? So you can see at least what it looks like. Um, so I get there and there's no one else around. It's probably like 5 in the evening. And it's in the mountains, so it's getting a little bit dark, but it's fine. I can still see where I'm going and everything. And like just to avoid any like thoughts of there's nothing like happens while I'm there. But I get there and I'm the only one there, and it's in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the forest. There's nothing around, and I'm walking up to this place, and the energy of the place is like radiating. Like as you're walking towards it, you can like feel the energy of it. And I'm not sure if that's because of like the rock that it's made of, or the rock that consists that like it's built of, or if there's something else that's like attached to it. But like I said, nothing happens. It's just it feels um it feels like you're when you go there, you feel like you're not there by yourself, even if you are there by yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Um, so there's so you park, right? There's a little parking area, and then you walk down a small little trail. And there's a big opening, like a big field, and then you kind of come around, and there's a stairway that goes up to the monument. And the stairway is meant to be Masonic, so it's I won't say the numbers, but there are numbers that are number of steps that are important to Masons that lead up to this place.
Oh, okay. So this is
Um,
like something you're not supposed to say
no, I
unless you're.
mean you can go there. Anyone can go there. It's fine. Like
Oh,
you can go
okay.
there and see what I'm talking about. But anyway,
Are they?
um,
No, I won't even go with that joke.
but then off to the right, as you're coming around, off to the right, there's a there's a trail, like a game trail, I guess, that just kind of goes off into the distance, which is a little odd. So anyway, I'm going up there, and it just feels off as you approach it. You can feel energy from it, um, and I can't diagnose whether the energy is um, like self-imposed, like if I'm just interpreting that there's energy,
Hmm.
or if there's an actual like aura around it. But anyway, yeah, it was really cool,
Hmm.
kind of experience, and I'll put a picture of it
Yeah.
on the cover thing. And
Yeah.
yeah,
You think it's? Oh,
go ahead.
I was gonna say like. Also, there could be like the energy of just all the Masons that came together, like
Put it
that
together. I mean,
collaboration to
that could be
build this
it.
thing that you kind of feel it's this the idea of like in churches of this idea of like or buildings you just go in there and you can feel like all the love and intention and detail of these like massive churches or these big cathedrals or whatever, and you're like, oh, you can really feel it, like you can feel like the history you're stepping into. And I wonder if there's some energy in that where you can just like feel
Yeah,
what you're stepping into.
that could be it. I
This
mean,
is almost a sacred
it felt
space.
like a tomb kind of thing going on.
Oh well, okay.
Um, but I mean, I don't think it actually is a tomb. It just looks like a tomb. But yeah, not creepy.
That's cool.
Not creepy. It didn't feel like a negative energy. It just felt like a presence was around. Just generally speaking, was around you, and you know, it's like you can see anything or see anybody or hear anything or hear anybody. Um, I don't even think there was a wind that day, so I don't even know if I heard any wind or anything, but it was absolutely silent. It was like too quiet kind of thing. But
Mhm.
um, yeah. And then so you go up to it, and then so you walk around to the front, walk up the steps, you go to the monument. There you go. Walk around. I took some pictures. Kind of took it in a little bit. Then there's another path that goes out, and that path is paved to go out. So I'm walking out along that path. As I'm walking along that path back to my truck, there's this sense that like I'm being watched as I'm leaving. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Yeah,
It's my story
that's
for Halloween, I guess.
yeah. And I mean, it's in the Smoky Mountains, and there's a
Oh, there's
lot of
tons of
history.
history. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this
Cherokee and yeah,
a lot of things about the Smoky Mountains. Uh, having been, I mean, obviously, I live in Nashville area. Adams in parts undisclosed.
yep.
Uh, he's out in um,
Nebraska.
Nebraska. I was gonna say he's out in um oh, what's the name of that city? The 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 thing from Big Hero 6. I forgot the
Albuquerque.
name. No. Said A L L B quirky. I may be screwing up the lyrics. If you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, November 4th, I need you to watch the Weird Al story.
yeah,
But like you just go through the Smoky Mountains and there's just something about them that's very woods. It's just these wooded area and it's old. These are old mountains. Like the Rocky Mountains are much taller, but they're much newer mountains geologically. And the Smoky Mountains are old. And they're also, if you didn't know, they're the same mountain range as the Scottish Highlands.
yeah.
And so, which is interesting because Scottish people settled in the uh, Appalachian area, which I hate saying Appalachian. I always like saying Appalachian, but anybody from that area calls it Appalachian. So
Yeah.
I'll be nice and respectful and call it what they call it. Uh, so, but yeah, there's always stuff that's all the way up to like New York and Maine and stuff that
Yeah.
you hear about.
There's a ton of like lore and history
Mhm.
and ghost stories, and there's I mean, if you look up like the Brown Mountain lights, they happen in the Smoky Mountains, like so. There's a lot of stuff. But
Yeah,
anyway,
Smoky Mountains are strange and
a lot of UFO sightings and
yeah,
a lot of
probably probably a lot of stuff happening up. I mean, it's a mountain range, so you can't see everything anyway, and it's that mountain ranges. There's something about them.
yeah,
There's some cultures that believe mountains are where you go up to be with God. Like you go up to in the top is a God, or the mountain is a God. Um,
yeah, like Moses, Mount Sinai.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I mean, like, so we always there's something about mountains that we respect, and they're also on fault lines, which I'm sure has its own like things
yeah.
about living on a fault line. I've never lived on a fault line that I know of. Um, I've
Yeah.
lived kind of near them, but
I have
uh,
in Japan, um,
oh yeah,
earthquakes. So
But yeah, so fault lines in themselves. I may be kind of making this episode take a little longer, so it'd be worthwhile to put out.
Oh, no, I think we're good. This will be a quick one.
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes, I think we had. So uh, I think this should be coming out around Halloween. If it's
On
not,
Halloween.
yeah, if it's not out on Halloween Day, Happy All Saints Day. Or
Yeah,
if it's not out, Happy All Souls Day. And if it's not out by then, Happy November 3rd.
sure.
It's one of the rare times that you could say 3 back to back to back dates without actually saying Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, and all that. Halloween, All Saints Day, All Souls Day.
Just say have a nice life and then
Mm.
let it be. That.
Another one's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. You could also say yesterday, today, and tomorrow, but that's the real answer. I'm talking about like real days that you can call it. But yeah.
All right. I've been Adam.
I've been Jess.
And thanks for listening.
Happy Halloween.
Life is not written in ink. We change, we grow, we make mistakes, we learn, and eventually we fade away. Life is written in pencil. Thank you for listening to the In Pencil podcast.